Welcome to The Good Side, a half hour of positive, feel-good stories we hope will leave you inspired. They're told by a team of passionate journalists from local newsrooms all across the country. An elaborate birthday may seem out of reach for some kids, but everyone deserves to feel special on their big day. Meet the people making wishes come true before the candles are even blown out. And talk about an overachiever. Most teens can't wait to get their driver's license, but this one, well, he's taking it up a notch, 30 to 40,000 feet. Plus paint, brush, canvas, and clay, all tools of an artist, but this man, well, he's using something a little less conventional. The Good Side starts right now. Hey there, I'm Debra Alfarone. For most of us, a birthday means cake, gifts, and balloons, but not everyone gets that. Well, that's where one group is marching in to make sure birthdays are extraordinary for as many kids as possible. Happy birthday to you. In a place where so much feels temporary. Happy birthday, Yelena. Lasting memories are being made. A birthday party just for Yelena.
How old are you?
7.
7.
The cake, the card, the color scheme, all picked out for her. What makes a birthday an extraordinary birthday?
Just that pure, unadulterated joy that happens so that they don't feel like a program.
Chanel Leake founded Extraordinary Birthdays in 2010 to throw personalized parties for children living in shelters in the D.C. area on their special day.
The world is just lost empathy. They've lost everything. And I'm kind of being a little defiant right now and saying that for me, you can't erase joy.
We have a tiara for her.
More than 1 million children across America are considered homeless. The former professional party planner and her volunteer birthday angels have thrown more than 1,700 parties across D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
She likes like princess stuff. Her favorite color is pink.
Parents fill out a form. They pick out the colors, the gifts, the decorations, even the cake. A week before, volunteers wrap, pack, and decorate.
My 7th birthday is so awesome.
You got presents?
Oh, sure.
And did you get a cake?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And did you get cards?
Oh, I don't know.
And do you feel special like a princess today? You do.
I just wanted her to have, you know, at least her birthday celebrated because, you know, being in this situation is not easy.
Not easy because Nicole and all 3 of her children are living in this shelter in D.C. This party gives her hope.
All of a sudden, mom is mom. She's saying, let's do snacks. Let's play this game. Let's cut the cake. Oh, here's your gifts.
Mommy loves you so much.
Even the birthday card is personalized.
They really can't run to the store to get their kid a birthday card.
Right.
So we give it to them.
They have good hearts to help people like this, you know, to make their kids' day special.
We're here for an hour, and in that hour, we are pouring in.
Is this the best hour of your week?
Yeah, always.
Hands down.
Hands down. Hands down.
Well, I want to wish you a happy birthday today from all of us. So happy birthday.
Yeah, sure.
Can you give me a heart? Oh, that's the way we do a heart now, right? Okay, can I get 2 high fives? High 10? Can I get a hug? Yay. Thank you. Yelena, have a great birthday.
Thank you.
Mwah. Mwah.
I was so lucky to be there. By the way, they're doing this in D.C., but there are organizations all across the country who are throwing birthday parties for children who need them. Okay, from singing happy birthday over cake to top hits over subs. A manager in St. Louis is hitting all the right notes with his coworkers. The Good Side, Steve Harris, takes us to the kitchen.
Walk into the Penn Station East Coast Subs in Lake St. Louis.
Are we going to be dining in, taking out?
And you'll hear them take orders.
Large Dagwood with mayo.
And fix food. But what you won't hear is overhead music. They don't need it because they've got Austin Moore. Also known as the singing sub guy.
I've been singing my whole life, ever since I was a little kid.
He's the general manager who belts out tunes while he builds sandwiches.
one day I just came in and it just started to happen, you know, and then, you know, my crew members, they started bopping their heads to it a little bit, and then, you know, some customers that they complimented me.
He's even in some online reviews.
These are just some good-looking sandwiches, dude. Doing a good job.
And his encouraging words.
You look really good.
And melodious meal making.
Gotta change my answering machine now that I'm alone.
Make for a merry workplace.
It's lovely. It's amazing. I love it.
It always keeps things interesting on the line when we're working.
Because right now it says that we can't come to the phone.
Whenever I hear him singing, is perfectly awesome.
It motivates me, and it honestly just makes a better work atmosphere.
And I know it makes no sense. She walked out the door. It's the only way I hear your voice anymore. It creates a nice little upbeat, you know, place for people to come and work, and they feel like that they, you know, have a good time here.
The crooning cook has auditioned for American Idol and The Voice.
I guess what's really next is, you know, just wherever it can take me.
But for now, whether it's pop,
I found a woman stronger than anyone I know.
or rap,
I walked to Penn Station feeling real hungry, thinking about their subs, they all look so yummy.
a cover,
We are just kids when we fell in love.
or an original composition,
Turkey provolone.
customers can catch him breaking into song
And I'm so sick of love songs.
while they break bread.
I will not give you up.
By the way, the crew can attest I have been sitting here dancing. Coming up, a day out on the water, an unexpected find, and the ripple effect of inspiration.
They made me cry. They made me feel like I knew the woman I'd never met before.
Hear how messages in a bottle are keeping a teacher's memory alive. You're watching The Good Side. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Good Side. A message in a bottle. It is the stuff of storybooks, but the real lesson lies in the love behind those messages. Our Lauren Korn takes us to the Waccamaw River in South Carolina.
Okay, honey, we'll go on the boat.
All right, honey.
It's the hum of birds instead of engines.
Come on, kick in. There she goes.
Except for their own. Gliding along in their storied vessel on the Waccamaw River. It's what Jens and Pam Mangard love to do the most. Jens wanting to explore, while Pam had her sights set on beautiful and familiar.
She said, no, I want to go see the houseboat where the island is. And I said, oh, okay.
But the river offered up something new.
And then I saw it about right here.
Says, Gents, there's a bottle in the water. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she goes, wait, stop, I want to see it. It looks like there's a message in there.
The couple scooped up the shiny glass bottle with 4 letters carefully rolled and sealed inside.
I was there for an hour and a half. I had a corkscrew. I had tweezers. I had a long file to try to get the letters out. I was a dentist, a doctor, and a...
Plumber.
Yeah.
Only to discover letters of love.
It was her colleagues writing about her. She was actually an online school teacher, and they were writing about how wonderful she was and the life she led. And
Pam scrolled through social media to find more about the Greenville, South Carolina teacher who touched so many.
This is dated December 11th, 2025.
Only to learn she died suddenly in early December, just days before the Mangards found those penned notes.
Your quiet strength, poise, and confidence have been an inspiration.
Each one sharing the passion and kindness she had for family, friends, and the children she taught.
They made me cry. They made me feel like I knew the woman I'd never met before by what they did.
The couple now wanting to leave their own heartfelt message to float with the rest.
What you did was beautiful, and we want you to know that the message was sent and the woman's at peace now, and I hope that her colleagues will be at peace knowing that we found what they did and how much they meant to her, and vice versa, she meant to them.
Beautiful, Captain.
Their newest memory now added to the decades spent on the water, but they say this one outshines them all.
We have some good memories and fond memories of this boat, but this bottle that we found, it would be number 1.
A teacher still having impact. Well, it started out as fishing for fun, and now 2 kids in Kentucky are cleaning up their county's landscape. This all started when their line kept getting caught on a tire, and it wasn't the only one.
We try to use our hands, and if that doesn't work, we try to get shovels. Some of them are like four-wheeler size, some of them are like truck size.
They ended up with so many that the county started picking up these tires. Turns out it's a much bigger problem than even they realized.
And in 2023, we collected 53,000 tires, which was almost double the previous tire amnesty.
And get this, Kentucky has collected more than 19 million tires since 1998. The boys say they'll keep doing their part and clearing the creek until the job is done. Well, doing a good deed can also feel good. Whether you're cleaning up your community like those boys or caring for animals, experts say volunteering can benefit your mental health.
It has helped me calm. It has helped me with a sense of accomplishment. It has helped me build a community. It has helped me step out of my comfort zone.
Elizabeth Lindeman volunteers at the Cat Alliance Team Sanctuary in Oregon. Now, you may notice by taking a look here, the cats that live here aren't picture perfect. They're actually considered unadoptable.
That's Hobbit. He was born with no eyelids. This is Tommy. He has a cute little underbite. He was adopted once, but he kept attacking the other cats, so we took him back.
More than 100 cats like Tommy and Hobbit live there. Volunteers make sure they have food, water, love, and that their litter boxes are clean. It's all part of a beautiful cycle. The shelter helps the cats help the volunteers, and the volunteers help the shelter. Well, up next, fighting, dodging, and flying. Action shots that look real, but they're not. We're going to show you how these stuntmen pulled them off after the break. You're watching The Good Side. Welcome back to The Good Side. You know those big fight scenes and car crashes in movies? Stunt performers are behind most of them. Now you might wonder where they find their strength. The Good Side's Joshua Skinner takes us to the mat.
There's an art to fighting.
Action.
This is all stunt work, by the way.
It's not for the faint of heart.
And it requires a special type of personality.
I would rather you hit me in the face with the bumper of a car than give me dialogue.
Dom Kegel walked me through the most basic of stunt setups.
You see all that space in between the face and the hand? That's never gonna work.
This is how it should look.
Action.
With backgrounds in martial arts and sports, Dom and company have been at this for years, sometimes decades, and they've chosen to set their roots here in Trilla.
It's hard to come home and not see 4 or 5 people that you know and have a conversation.
It gets to a point in your life that is like, okay, so when I'm not working, where I want to be.
But the Georgia film industry has seen a scale back in recent years.
If I were to compare it to a 6-cylinder engine, it would probably be maybe on 3 cylinders.
Dom recently nabbed work outside the state in LA, getting back just in time to help me.
Yeah, there you go.
While my stunt career might be in its infancy, for the pros, it's about getting through the down times.
It can be extremely frustrating where it is compared to where it was.
But being on the front lines, all 4 men see it on the upswing.
It seems and it feels like slowly but surely it's getting there.
And with the ups and downs, who better to roll with the punches?
From that group of daredevils to the next, and this one broke his own record. This is X Games gold medalist Colby Raha, and you might want to put your seatbelt on. Right now, you are watching his historic jump over the fountains at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. He says he set this goal as a kid.
I wasn't going to let my younger self down. I wanted to make sure that I went for it.
And if this looks familiar and you are of a certain age, you may remember Evel Knievel unsuccessfully attempting this stunt in 1967. Some of Knievel's family were at Caesars this year cheering Raha on. From 100 feet in the sky to thousands of feet higher, now we introduce you to a teen who flew a plane before he could even legally drive a car. Our Evan Leake takes us to the tarmac.
Getting ready to flip the switch on a dream, how long in the making?
About 4 years now. Yeah, since I was 12.
You nervous?
I think I'm more nervous for this interview.
One last run through.
Also checked in to make sure that there's no bird nests in there.
before his first solo adventure in the skies.
Make sure nothing's blocking the static port. That would mess with my instruments. George Kingman.
I'm George Kingman IV. He's George Kingman V.
George G5 Kingman started his Sweet 16 by spreading his wings. Initially wanting to join the Navy, being diagnosed with celiac disease made him pivot from military to commercial flying.
I knew he's always been super smart, but what's really been impressive is how he has become so driven.
It's refreshing to see a student that is that excited about aviation.
George gives a lot of credit to West Air Flight Training and Rancho High School's Aviation Magnet program for helping him soar at such a young age.
It's a tremendous opportunity for students. We recruit across the country. You have to have a certain mindset to come out and get into an airplane and fly it by yourself on your 16th birthday.
It's my understanding that he doesn't even have his driver's license yet, so that's it's pretty cool to be able to solo an airplane before you legally can drive by yourself.
Yay, buddy! How was it, man? It was awesome. It's really freeing to be 1,000 feet off the ground, you know, and it's a dream to, you respect pilots so much. They take care of your safety and make sure you get to the right place at the right time.
I have more confidence in flying than I ever did before, but if anybody can do it, he can do it.
By the way, George took his driver's test that same afternoon and got a perfect score. I'm not surprised. Coming up on the good side, one man's pile of wood is another man's garden gnome, bear, or bench. Wait until you see the tools he uses to carve his masterpieces. You're watching The Good Side. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Good Side. Sometimes you have to make your own second chance. Just ask a man in Georgia hitting the reset button. The Good Side's Tracy Amick Peer introduces us.
I was incarcerated 19 years and 10 months. From day one, I already knew that was a place that I didn't want to be.
So while Damian Hill was serving time for being the getaway driver in an armed robbery, he stayed out of trouble and changed his mindset.
I picked up every book I can read. I studied as much as I could study, and I made plans.
Those plans brought him here to the Spalding County Fire Department as part of a Department of Corrections program that trains inmates as firefighters. Hill was part of the original team of 8 from the Spalding County Correctional Institution.
They felt like this was their way of making amends, and it gave them that opportunity to feel community, feel like they were making amends for what they did.
Chief Mike Bird tells me any hesitation from other firefighters was short-lived.
They pull up, it's like the cavalry pulling up because we're a small department. We only have 2 people on the engine, so when they come pulling up, it's ideal and they jump straight to work. They're good firefighters.
And Warden Eric Sellers tells me the selection process itself sets a very high bar of physical fitness, academic aptitude, attitude, and work ethic.
Then we look at his criminal record. Does his criminal record fit the needs of being a firefighter?
Hill met all those requirements, and after serving as a firefighter for 3 years while still incarcerated, he got out of prison in late October, and he is now the first inmate ever to become a Spalding County firefighter.
This is one of the best job interviews on the face of the planet because we actually get to train them our way, then see how their job performance, their work ethic, how they get along as a team.
Now I'm in a position where I'm getting off the engine first. I'm first in. I'm able to, deal with people first-handedly without, any supervision and help without any supervision.
Hill says this job gives him a sense of community and a purpose, a way to stay out of prison and on the right track. And this is a second chance he will not take for granted.
My mind state was clearly, don't come out looking for a handout. Come out giving a hand. And that's exactly what I did.
He sure did. From a man with a new career to a man with a new hobby. And if you're thinking about picking up one, and who isn't, I know I am, this next story might encourage you to do it. Maybe it's a pickleball paddle. Maybe it's a paintbrush. Or maybe it's, well, we're going to let our Danny Tompkins tell you.
In Kevin Carmony's backyard in Wasilla lives a colorful display.
No one frowns when they see chainsaw carvings, everybody smiles, and that's the fun part.
But it wasn't always like this.
I've never been artistic. I like to doodle. but that's about as far as my artistic abilities ever went.
Until 4 years ago,
And I saw a chainsaw carver and I was like, I think I can do that.
it all changed for Kevin.
Finding out that I could do this at 42 years old was like, oh, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
And now this is what life looks like.
All right, I'm gonna make a gnome here. So I always start with his nose, and then that leads to his hat. Once you get the big chunks off, then you can do the detail work. Does he got teeth, or does he got an open mouth? What does he got?
I think teeth.
Then I take some flame out, and so I get to burn everything.
One more piece to add to the collection. Each of these pieces is hand-carved and hand-painted, very unique and with their own stories. Like this bench right here that took about a month in total, and his daughter even designed the bench rest.
I think I just like the whole, creating something out of trash. Like something that someone would have burned or somebody thought was just an eyesore, and I can take it and I can make it look like something that they want to spend money on.
But in the end, there's a deeper message.
It's just never too late, and just have fun. We'll find something that you love to do and do it.
Kevin Carmody didn't find his passion until 42. Now he can't imagine life without it.
He is so talented, but I think I need to stick to pickleball because I can't compete. That is it for us. We hope that you smiled this half hour. The Good Side, real stories that inspire, uplift, and remind us, even in the tough times, there's always another side. The good side. Have a great week.